King to break.
Three 0 down. Uphill task for Mark King. He's just sat out a total clearance of 132, which is the front runner for the £5,000 highest break prize, but I don't think it will take it. I'll be most surprised if there isn't a break in the 140s this week.
Yes, Clive, we haven't had since ITV got back involved in snooker in the last few recent years, there's not been a 147 yet, so I'm sure that is so long overdue. And we've got all the firepower this week. And what a fantastic shot that is, by the way. It really is. A brilliant long pot. And he's just stopped nicely, or just enough time to get onto either yellow or possible brown. I think Mark King purposely took his time when it was his turn to break this frame. He wasn't going to be rushed. He slowed it down, but then he did what looked to be a perfectly acceptable break-off shot. For Trump to crunch in that long red. Shouldn't be allowed. Nicely on the blue as well, and he's away again. With plenty on here. I know he's got the bunch of reds, but
11.
I mean, the pink up hard against the bunch means if he went into the reds from the blue, he's liable to go everywhere.
12.
Don't know if it'll be from this shot, but it might happen soon.
$17.
Well, I'm sure that kicked.
Good Trump, 17.
Well, circumstantial evidence is supplied by the referee, Rob Spencer, stepping forward to clean the cue ball.
Yeah, that was as big a shock as anything that he missed that one. In a situation now where he really has to do something here, and he'll be mindful that wasn't his best opening shot. It's a bit of a landslide so far, and if he doesn't make many here, he'll start to feel a little bit, well, I think the confidence might drain even more than perhaps already.
Struggled the black in.
Yeah, it's actually okay, because
8.
in potting this red and coming off the bunch, it could be the making of this break. If he gets on a colour here, it could be away. Dear, oh dear, oh me, that's not going to inspire with much confidence. And if I'm honest with you, I don't think he played it very confidently, because I can think of players who would have gone into that bunch with a bit more pace, a bit more venom than that. Easy said it standing here and sitting here in the commentary box, but if he's going to get into the game, he's got to play more positive shots than that, I suppose.
Well,
I think sometimes you just want to get started, you know, you just wanted to get a few points on the board and see where it led. The problem he's got, Mark King, you just can't keep him out. Just can't keep Judd out. Every time he comes to the table, he's scoring.
Nine.
Played at that pace, the cue ball bananaed round the bunch.
Yeah, the harder you hit that shot, the wider it initially swings. That's why he didn't get into the bunch at all. Now, this will be a good pot to keep the break going.
foul. Judge Trump 16, Mark King 4.
Well, that was a chance that Trump didn't exploit. Not so much from that red, but from the earlier loss of position. Long straight red for King.
One.
I don't know. I don't think it's all that bad. He's not perfectly on the black. I wonder if is it too thin to screw into the bunch? I don't think it is. It may have been a kick, I suppose. He probably feels that's the last thing he needs. Doesn't look very appealing, this shot, even if he does screw into the pack. If there is anything but any guarantees that he's going to be on one. It's a bit unlucky. He played it quite well. Couldn't have hit it much harder, I don't think. Otherwise the keeper would have been lost up the table.
8.
Because the backspin wouldn't have had time to take effect.
Right, having a look here, and I think it's going to be a 3-ball plant that he's looking at. It's not much fun, but it might be his only chance. The trouble is, if he doesn't play it, he leaves the 2 reds in a direct line. So I think he's got to play it, if only to shift them. Well, he's got it. Well done.
Nice.
Deserves a good kiss here.
Eleven.
Well, this is not really played on.
12.
Oh dear. That's put a lot of pressure on the next shot.
Yes, didn't intend to cannon the pink.
No, if he plays the pink, Clive, it's all or nothing, isn't it? That's the problem. And also, I'm not entirely sure whether the pink would respot. It might be that if he potted the pink, it would respot right in the way of the red that he's looking at. I think that's his biggest problem.
Very good recovery. But what about his next red?
Well, this is the point, isn't it, we're making. I mean, if he is not on the red, it was a real hiding to nothing shot that he played, because clearly if the pink doesn't go in, the red's easily potable. He may just still have a chance to pot it. It must be quite tight, this. I think the red maybe is partially in front of the pink, which means it goes.
And Rob Spencer is making sure that the pink is not touching that red.
18.
Maybe having a look at this one, it looks like he can get to the red. Yeah, that's a perfectly
19.
legal shot. And he played it well, actually. Top side of the blue. This could be the moment when he does make some kind of an impression on this match.
$24.
And if King can win this frame, it will show the value of all the experience he's accumulated over the last 26 years on the
25.
circuit. It's very easy to panic and collapse when you're 3-0 down in a best of 9. But players of King's experience and ability don't do that. And that was a nice shot.
It was, and it's a left-hander, so it's easily
32.
reachable.
$33.
Well,
40.
even with 2 red blacks, there'll be 35 in it on the last red. And that's better than 34, so
41.
on that basis he'll be very keen to get onto the black from the red next to the pink, presuming that he has looked at the scores. He knows it, but the kind of player he is, I'd be surprised if he hasn't. He's having a double check now, really could do with playing on the black here.
48. $49.
Tried to develop the last red.
Yeah, I think it was a little straighter than the
56.
natural cannon angle. There was an argument that he could have left himself the double, I suppose, but he's in the box seat, but he's not over the line.
Mark King, 56.
In any event, a very welcome half century. A run of 56, which puts King 35 in front with only 35 on.
Yes, and Trump really, I don't know where he's going to start here, because he had no way of getting on red-black, and of course until he can do that, he's no point in potting the red. It's a test of cueing, this one. This is a worry for Mark King, but that might not be too bad, because I can't think it's anything but straight, or very near to it. So again, he might have to refuse this. Don't know how he can get on the black. That was a handy kiss, I think, that Mark King got there.
And Trump's snookering attempt was just short.
Well, that's a snooker, not a difficult one to hit. They'll be looking perhaps to go 2 cushions and hit it from behind here and push the red up the table. That's not bad. Not bad at all, actually.
Trump out of the snooker, but here's the clinching pot for King. It was awkward though, tight on the rail.
Yeah, that was the hard bit about the shot, wasn't it? The fact that it was tight on the cushion. I must admit, I didn't think he'd get it though. This fourth frame is slightly worried that he's not put it away yet. That's not a very good shot from Judd. He may end up getting some sort of a snooker, but the cue was not meant to be this side of the baulk line. Yeah. He doesn't want it back, but he didn't play it all that well. This is quite a big swerve here. Goodness me. It's a good shot, but I tell you, that was a big swerve.
Is it your impression, Neil, that these days, with one snooker needed or even two, the player who's behind gets into contention more than he used to?
Well, yeah, I suppose so. They seem to be all very good at getting snookers, these players. Obviously, Judd can actually tie the frame, but I know what you're saying. He's still in it with a chance. Especially now that he's got one back. The pair of them are getting snookers galore here. Not all of them have been played. John's just playing hidden hope. He's that's the second such shot he's played in this frame, where he just looks like he's a little fed up with it. Putting the blue safe is a little bit of insurance for Mark King.
That settles the issue, surely. So Mark King, after being comprehensively outplayed in the first three frames,
7.
has steadied the ship
9.
largely through a break of 56.
12.
And the dreaded whitewash has been averted. Whether he can
16.
continue his recovery after the mid-session interval, we'll have to wait and see.
21. $27.
I'm really bad with it,
So Mark King wins the fourth frame, but Judd Trump still leads by 3 frames to 1 at the mid-session interval.